Alrighty. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. I will keep it short, we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons today and I'm still preparing things here. But we should be done in a bit, so we will be starting in a bit as well. So it won't take too much time. We've got that, we've got that. We've got that, I'll have to do that. And we're playing with Sage and
Hello.
Original Alexa. Hello!
Hello, what's up?
We're just starting the stream. I'm a tad late. I had driving lessons,
Like every day.
theory, like every day. You are late every day. Okay. Let me make sure that everything's working all right. We don't need my screen. Are you fine with that your that your avatars and potentially names will be visible on my stream, like Discord?
Oof.
Fine.
You're fine with that?
Yes, yes.
That's good. That's good. So how can I get rid of my own I don't need that one. Yeah. Ah.
Oh,
Okay, you two guys, we're going to play D&D, right? Dungeons
Yay.
and Dragons, and we'll play on English. I have announced that as well, and we will hopefully have fun. And I'm still preparing things here. So, first things first, you two will need names for your characters. So we're starting with the names.
oh.
So you two can come up with any name you'd like. I hope it's within the terms of service because, well, we're live on Twitch and on YouTube. Don't take anything gross. You can take something funny, but make it like family friendly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to be
I
the old
asked
man?
the chat.
Probably me.
What's my name in game?
Okay, we've got a question to the chat. Sage says, "What's my name in the game?" There we go. Noting that down.
Pico cheese. No, not pico cheese.
Whoa.
Pico cheese.
Cheese.
And I do have to.
A good name. Not pico cheese.
Name.
And not
Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
Caesar. Oh wow.
Both of you get a role on the server as well. There we go, just making sure.
Crockneck.
Grognak. What's happening here? D&D stream. It is, Yozuka. It is.
Yay.
I gotta be careful that we don't do that too often because Yozuka may be mad with me because I have an outstanding round since like 3 years or 4 years, which I have promised but never done. So I gotta be
good.
careful. Gotta be careful. I even found the
Whoopsie.
notes from back then. Okay, that one's done. You should be able, both of you should be able to see. Wait, no.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Okay, both of you should be able to see a new channel in Discord called Dice Room.
Yes.
For both of you, I'd like you to do to write something like !1d20, as I did as an example there.
I can't.
Nope.
Uh,
I can't
Both of
see.
you cannot, but you're seeing the channel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, you will need posting permissions. There we go. Okay,
Yes.
Ah.
now it should work.
Yes.
What's good, Annie? What's good, MK Mephistopheles? And what's good, Hermod? Nice to have you did played as well. And Dalana, hello to the stream. My man, you have just upgraded my evening by about 42
You don't
D&D.
like
What?
100.
Doesn't like 100. Should work. Oh boy, why is it not working? Oh, I know. Okay, now it should work. Can you try again? It worked before.
100.
MK Mephistopheles
20.
actually. Yeah,
Yes.
it works.
Oh.
You will never roll 100 d20. I can promise
I
you
know that, but I will try.
You will try? Yeah, you will not get to that. This will be, anyways, a very
1070.
basic, very introductory level session today. It will not be a full-fledged, everything's prepared session. It is just an impro session. We may or may not have like just 1 hour to play, depending on how much fun you have. I do say that up front already. And then you may want to take notes or check on my stream. Will I show that? Yeah, sure. Why not? So I still don't have names yet for both of your characters.
There was
actually,
a name,
for
I've seen
no.
it. What?
Yeah,
Koga.
there was a
Koga.
name, but you said no to everything.
Cheese Norris. Oh god. The name. A good
Oh.
name.
Can both of them see the chat? If they are on my stream, they can.
Yes, I can see it.
I do want to urge you to please have the streams sound muted for both of you, Alexa and Sage, because I will ask questions to the audience while we're playing, and they'll be integrated. So please do not check the chat as well after you've you have
After getting
got your names.
Ah.
So best would be to just. Oh yeah, as soon as we're on that screen, it should be fine because you will not see the annotations on screen.
Okay.
Okay, you will still have to pick a name. You will let me know those names. And while we're thinking about
Salbei. Oh wow. It played. Real name. Names out of cheese.
Sage in English is Salbei. I mean,
Easy.
do you guys have a specific setting that you want to play in? Like a specific scenario? We would just apply the D&D rules, or loosely we'll apply the D&D rules, because I'm not like the best one on rules as well. But I'm confident enough to just like run something that's in the direction of D&D rules. So
Erik.
for both of you, which
Kevin.
setting would you
Oh,
like
wow.
to which setting would you like to have? Like, would you like to have a medieval setting, a sci-fi setting?
Armageddon.
Sci-fi. Armageddon. Oh, Armageddon is a good setting.
Post-apocalyptic world. We gotta come up with something here. Arthur von Geil. Wow.
Oh. Hi, my name is Arthur von Geil. I came to save the world.
Sounds good.
Who said you're gonna save the world? You're after all, you're playing a game that I'm the dungeon master of, so someone's gotta burn the world.
No.
I came to save the world, bro. What's your character name, bro?
Yes. Good question.
Oh, that's so hard.
Can't be that hard. It's literally just one decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe not Arthur von Guy.
Why not? What's the problem with that?
I don't know.
Is that one being updated?
My name is Guy. Arthur von Guy.
Is there a way to not show my
Salvia.
own panel in the Discord voice chat?
Salvia klingt gut.
Salvia?
Merkel Mischief, that's mine. No.
Kleiner Keck, ja, der musste ja kommen.
No. Please don't.
Genscher, kleiner Keck is your name.
Okay, we will have that one. Still trying to come up with something like a concept for the overlay. So you've got a little bit more time, just a tiny little bit, and we'll be playing mostly like based on fantasy. We will not be playing too much. We will not be playing too much with any maps and this kind of stuff.
Oh
Because-
no, no maps.
Yeah,
We want
no
the hard
maps.
mode.
It is, after all,
Heino der Brillenträger.
You sound really good. I know.
why is that not working? Come on. I just want to highlight the person who's
Call me
talking.
Lady Loki. That's my name.
Okay, do we have names now?
No.
Gatten von
I
der
think
Gatze.
Lady Loki is the name.
So we've got Lady Loki,
Oh,
Alexa's characters?
will be that.
and for Sage,
Salvia.
Salvia.
Because there's an S in it.
Yeah, Loki. Loki.
Low-key.
Loki.
Written like Loki, or like the god of lies, or low
The god of
key.
lies.
Okay,
God,
just asking.
No, please.
YouTube is lagging a lot with voice. I
Loki.
have both open and wanted to check if it's different. It's lagging in voice or in voice and picture? Is it just like delayed for you? Just making sure here. Okay, that will not work. Yeah.
Salvia and Loki.
Anyway,
No,
okay.
not
let's-
Salbei.
That's me. Okay, let's go into that scene. There we go.
Rufus.
Rufus?
Nice.
No, we're not gonna have any Rufus here. Rufus? Rufus?
Rufus.
Rufus. Is
Rufus.
What?
Okay, now you can see everyone talking.
Hello.
And as people will die use the dice anyways, you'll have the according avatar in the chat down here, right here, and you'll have people see you can see who's talking right there. Yeah, and Sage likes to overdo it. He's working on the timeout. I died. Okay, let me see if I can.
Große Kehle. The adventure of the big cheese. Yes, yes.
Oh,
cheese.
nice.
Okay, do we have a setting now? Did someone agree on any setting? Why not Jack Monterey? In homage of Monterey Jack cheese.
I like cheese.
I like cheese. No.
No.
No cheese today, please.
Cheese
Alright.
today. The fleet is gone away.
Oh, really tasty cheese.
There we go. It's
Oh,
all live.
Loki.
There we
Big
go.
name.
That works.
Oh, that's so cool.
And Sage is gonna play Salvia.
Public swimming pool.
Dem
Uh-huh.
overlegs.
What? Them overlays. Wow.
Wow.
You need
Yeah,
overlays for D&D.
It is just improvised. Yeah, people want to know what you're actually rolling. They actually should know what you're rolling. So
Can you write evil
I-
in front of Sage?
nope.
Oh.
Setting Reeperbahn fire. No, that's mayhem. I can't do that. That's mayhem. Okay, we gotta lock that, and lock that. So we can see everything necessary. That's good. Cool. Alrighty, and if people are rolling the dice,
No one do it.
perfect, works.
Yes, it works.
Isn't that just
right.
bad mix?
200 works too.
Bielefeld! Woo!
Okay,
Bielefeld.
like
Never
we
ending
need
story.
we need something like a time period where we're playing in. Like again, will it be sci-fi? Will it be more will it be more like medieval, classical D&D campaign setting? Will it be in our time maybe? We need some infos like that.
Play the Corona apocalypse of 2020. Oh.
Good setting. Good.
Everyone sitting at home.
1800s downtown London.
Ooh.
You just want to see my my version of Jack the Ripper, right?
Like
Both
that
did.
setting. We need the alien setting.
We need the alien
Ooh.
setting.
Alien setting would be interesting.
Alrighty.
You learned something about alien today.
On a spaceship, or do you want to have like more room? Do you want to have do you want to be on a planet? What would you like to see there?
On a space station.
On a
Space
PlayStation?
No, space
Space
station.
station.
PlayStation. Do you want to see an alien setting on the PlayStation?
Nice.
On a space station.
Yes.
Or a PlayStation.
PS19. No, from.
Nice. Okay, I will have to
Using the
incorporate
PlayStation
the
at the
chat
space
here as
station.
well.
Boris like this and you can check the
But you will be able to read the chat then. So okay, people
can
will
close the
have
chat.
to. Yeah, but you can see it on screen.
Yeah.
I'm just adding it to the screen. What's good, Medic Tryhard?
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Alrighty, we'll add it right there. Should be fine. So we've got the both names. We've got the setting being alien-ish, and we've got a location which is on a space station.
Not
Space
PlayStation.
station. And we're just starting the campaign now, I would say, or the one shot, not even a campaign. First things first. Obviously, both of you will know each other. We don't take that difficulty right now to get you both known to each other. Both of your characters will know each other, and you do reside in the same room. So you're just in the morning, and both of you are waking up. It's been a good sleep. Everything's quiet on the station. Nothing unusual happened in the night or in the day. Well, whatever time it is, you slept, right? It's after all in space.
And it's in the space.
Correct. It's in the space. So both of you are waking up, and you can interact now with the room. You can interact with each other, and you can actually like literally talk to each other, or you can let me know what you'd like to know. 4 a.m. Space Reaper.
How the room looks where we sleep.
As we don't go with maps, I'll go with just brief descriptions of the room. You do have a few cabinets at the wall. To the left of you, there's a bed that you are lying on, apparently, and there's a bed on Alexa's side as well. She is as well to the left of you, but on the other side of the room, like on the opposite. To the side where your feet are pointing towards, you have the door towards your room, right? And then there's a desk in there, maybe a little lamp, so you can like use your high technology laptops and all that kind of stuff on there as well, if you would have some. Both of you are not very financially well. Both of you are more like well, I wouldn't say you're just the cleaning personnel on the spaceship, but on the space station. But you're like you're more like doing all simple tasks on the station. It's not that you are very known for being remarkably smart or remarkably athletic. There's nothing really outstanding up until now for you.
Okay, I want to check the cabinet.
You want to check the cabinet. Which cabinet? There are three to choose. There's a middle one, a left one, and a right one.
The one in the middle.
The one in the middle. You're rattling on the on the cabinet, and then you realize, oh damn, you need a key for that.
Oh, damn keys. Lady Loki, got you the key from the cabinet?
Do I have?
Do I have? You're just waking up. You're yawning a little bit, and more often than not, you are annoyed by stupid questions in the morning, and this time you are as well. And you just barf something. You just bark something into the direction of Salvia. Something among the lines. Of course not. It's the captain's cabinet. He has this cabinet and that's like an info. He has that cabinet in every single room.
Okay. I want to smash the cabinet.
You want to smash the cabinet?
Yes.
How would you like to smash the cabinet?
Yeah. I will run into it like a ram attack, something like this.
Okay. Okay. So Alexa, your character is getting up, right? Your character is like sitting up and is really. I will have to mute my Echo Plus. I'll be back in a second.
What can I do for you?
Yeah. It was about time. So Alexa, your character is getting up, right? She's sitting on the bed now and maybe stretching a little bit, and you know that Sava is a little bit nuts sometimes. Not in his own mind. I do expect that you're playing a male character, right, Sage?
Yes.
Okay, so you know that he's not always in his right mind, and sometimes he's a little bit strange, but today he's behaving really strange. He's even so strange to get right out of his bed, rattle on the captain's cabinet, and then run into it. There's a little dent. You can see that after a big smashing sound. You can see that there's a little dent in the cabinet's door, but both of you realize there's nothing really happened. Yet, Salvia's shoulder that he used to ram into the cabinet with seems oddly dislocated.
That's not good.
You feel a stinging pain now in your shoulder.
Ah, my shoulder. Why I do sometimes that kind of shit?
That's what you're asking yourself while scratching your head and then holding your shoulder. A tear's running down your right cheek. You're trying to hide that in front of Lady Loki, of course. And then all of a sudden, the door's opening. Someone's coming into your room and asking what. Not that door, the room's door. Is opening, and someone's asking what that noise is about.
Nothing.
That person is checking and is trying to look around you. Are you trying to hide what you did there, or are you just standing casually in the room and being nonchalant about what you just did?
I try to hide that.
You try to hide it. So you're sneaking in front of the of the door, just very subtle. You'll try to hide what you just did, and at first it seems the person isn't really too interested. But then the person or the creature standing in front of you is asking you, I can sense some raised heart rate. Is everything in order? Is everything in order? Is everything fine with you, sir?
Yes, I'm very fine. Nothing new today.
He's pointing at your shoulder.
Oh, yeah.
You should get with me to the medic.
Okay.
But first, dress, please.
Okay.
he's getting out of the room. Let's dress. And gives you a moment or two.
Okay,
They're both naked.
Up.
No one's naked. No one's naked. They might just sleep in underwear, or maybe like at least not wearing proper dressing for everyone to see. I want the prelude. We need more details here. Come on. Is there anything that you want to interact with, maybe, Alexa? Lady Loki. I will address you with your in-game names because that will make it easier for me as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Anything you want to do, Lady Loki. You can do basically everything. That being said, please keep it family friendly.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
at least as family friendly as possible.
Okay, okay. I never played that before.
Can I check the right cabin? While she's thinking about what she's doing now?
Of course. You're checking the right cabinet, and you're opening the cabinet of Lady Loki.
Okay. I think the left one.
Immediately you're shutting it close and be like, face palming yourself, going over to your cabinet and seeing all the proper dresses that you should be seeing, but you've got a fair glimpse of all the clothing that Lady Loki made want to wear.
I take the left one and wear me up.
Yep. So you take your you take your everyday trousers and your shirt. You take the you think about taking the uniform even that you are supposed to wear whenever you're out in the public areas, like in the touristy areas and in the working areas. But then you think, well, it's for a personal reason, it's not for a job purpose. So you do you do just take your nonchalant clothings and get dressed. While you do that, Lady Loki is still sitting on her bed, which is odd because usually she's getting up fairly quick. She's pretty straight with doing things. So you seem, or you see her more often than not leaving the room before you do. So something's odd today. Something doesn't feel quite the normal. It already seems to be a very strange day to you, Salvia.
I think she worked at night. That will be okay. I go to the medic.
Yeah, you get out of the door, and the person, the creature that you've been talking to previously is still standing there, and just rudely barking. What took you so long?
I take the wrong cabin.
Yeah, I don't care. And then he's shoving you, shoving you towards the direction and that you have to go for the medic. And
Go to the medic.
Yep, both of you are leaving to the medic now. Lady Loki, now it's your time to shine.
Yay.
Okay. I would like to put clothes on too.
Yeah, well, you're dressing up as well. You may even take your sweet time to get over right across of your room. There's a bathroom as well that's for both of you, and you're getting fresh and doing all that morning routine that you usually do, and then you're standing there in the bathroom, right about to leave that bathroom.
Okay. I'm going through the floors.
Mm-hmm. So you're opening the door, and you step into the hallway, and this early in the morning when you are getting up, both of you, there's not much traffic there, right? To the left are maybe 2 people somewhere across the hallway. To the right, there are like 3 or 4 people more, and then if you go like diagonally, no. If you go across the hallway, you will find you will find the staircase and the elevator to the next floors. You know that taking the elevator will bring you to your workplace at least faster, but you know as well that you have a day off, because every once in a while you will need a day off. So you know that if you're going like 2 floors down, you will have a spa area kind of, where there's like greenery, where's there's like some park area if you want so.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
I would like to take a moment to chill.
So you enter the elevator, and you're going down to the spa area, and you just like sit down. There's like a simulated sun in its very own dome that the little relax area has, and you're just sitting there in the sun, maybe like sitting on a bench or in the grass, which is real grass, which is very seldom actually, which is why you usually shouldn't be on the grass, but you know that you can be here because, well, no one's gonna be around anyways.
Okay.
I will have to take some notes because I'm making up a map in my head, and therefore I will have to take every now and then I'll have to take some notes. But while I do so, Sage, you're now in the medic's office.
Yay.
And you see like just one very clean, very, very almost snow blinding, like very white room. And there's just the casual android bot in there, right? That robot that is usually serving the people. No, it's not a Joe. It is just a medical caring robot. That robot is analyzing you and checking for like health status and all that sorts. So you are basically free to do what you want right now because the robot is just assessing you. Medical caring. That played medical caring.
I want to sit down on the bed if there is a bed.
Yep, there's one almost, because there's so little shadow, because you don't know how they do it, but there's light from everywhere, so that there's practically no shadow, and you're stumbling into the room, maybe stumbling over some stool, and then you can feel the bed there, and you're just sitting on it, feeling a little bit awkward. As you always do, being in there. It's just strange.
Okay, I wait and let the robot do what the robot want to do with me.
The robot does what the robot does want to do to you, and he's it is grabbing your arm and putting it back into your location. And out of experience, you know that this is very painful. This is very painful.
It is very painful. Okay. Now, is he finishing his thing?
Yeah, the robot is writing a report, and
don't care of reports. I go to the area where.
Both of the robots remind you of the protocol. You'll have to stay there until the report is done, and then the robot is starting asking you why you have been injured. What led to that injury?
I fall out of my bed, so that's the reason why it is where it is.
the robot is looking on his sheet and and looking back to you and says, "Sir, I don't want to be rude here, but your vital signs do tell something different. The chip in the back of your neck is telling us that you're having an unusual amount of stress hormones while you're saying this. So I conclude that you're lying. What are you lying about? Has something been
hate
out
that
of the
robot.
ordinary?
Okay, I tried to crash a cabinet.
What made you want to try to crash a cabinet?
It was closed. I want to open it.
You you see now that the robot that led you here, or the creature that led you here, you see that that creature is getting now in front of the door and locking the pathway out of the room, and asking and the robot's asking further on. So, is that the common method how we on this space station open cabinets?
No. I lost the key. I will try to lie. Can I roll it? So-
Yeah, sure. Let's have our first roll. For that, I would say you just roll a d20 against a 10. I will make it fairly 50-50 here. So it's exclamation mark 1d20 into the dice room, and you've got a 13. So that's a success in that case, right? So, and as this is an introductory session to Dungeons and Dragons originally, this is maybe interesting for you now, Alexa. Whenever you want to interact with something in the world of Dungeons and Dragons or in the realm of pen and paper in general, you will roll a die, and that more often than not, especially in Dungeons and Dragons, will be the so-called D20, dice 20, 20-sided dice. It looks something like that in real life. There we go. Looks like that. You may have seen that before. And that will determine whether you succeed on something or not. So in this case, I said, there's a threshold that you'll gotta roll over. And in order to succeed in this case, you had to roll over a 10, which is, especially in D&D, fairly simple at some point, but especially in the beginning, can be fairly hard. So this is why Sage now successfully could lie. So the medic robot already told you that the stress hormones are a little bit higher than usual, so he concluded that you are lying, and you calm yourself down with a technique that you've learned before. You can note that down, Savia, that you have a technique to lie, where you calm yourself down and give yourself an advantage on lying. Okay?
Mhm.
So whenever you lie, you can say that you want to use that technique. You can use that up to, let's say, twice per day. Not make it too overpowered here. And you can use that to have an advantage on lying. That means that you roll the same die if you have advantage on something. It means that you roll the same die that you usually would roll twice and take the higher value, right? So if Sage would roll another d20 right now, he would take whichever value would be higher than the first one. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So you can note that down, that you have that technique. I noted it down as well.
Done.
And so with that special technique that you've developed over like a couple of years already on the spaceship, on this space station, you're calming yourself down. You're breathing in and breathing out, and bringing down like the blood circulation a little bit, and relax. You use your relaxed voice to say whatever you just said. And the robot's nodding and is just accepting that. The other guy behind you, the other guy behind you, on the other hand, seems not. Oh no, he's not behind you. You're sitting on the bed. Okay. The other guy across the room at the door seems not to believe you. The other guy is asking you whether you had these phenomenons already earlier.
No.
So, sir, you mean this is the first time this happened to you?
Yes, sir.
So, did you come in contact with something, let's say, unusual lately?
Don't think so. What I've done in the evening before?
You can't remember.
I think I drink too much. Something like that.
So you want to say that you are drunk while working?
No. After work I drank 1 or 2 beer, I think so.
You know that you are not allowed to actually drink while you still have work on the next day. Do you have a day off today, sir?
Yes, I have a day off today.
All right then. We'll keep a close eye on you. So now you happen to see. You never said that you want to actually look specifically on the on that character, but now you see and happen to see a little emblem on the character's chest, on the uniform. He's actually, for terms of lacking a better word, he's like from the crew, but in the very higher ranks. So he seems to be like one of the governmental people here on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So your character is now under surveillance by the governmental order. Let's call them the governmental order.
The governmental order.
At least what your character thinks.
Mm-hmm. Is he gone?
He will. I will try. Yeah, I just tried to catch up with chat, but that doesn't work. He's giving you pathway. He's granting you pathway through the door again. And then he just says, while you're leaving, try not to run into someone else's cabinet again.
Yes, sir. And I go and search Lady Loki.
Okay, you start roaming around, no clue where Lady Loki may be. Because usually you don't spend your free time together. So you just start randomly searching somewhere on the hallway. You're going up and down, opening like get-together rooms, searching left and right. And while you're doing that, we're switching over to Lady Loki. So, Lady Loki.
Now it's your turn.
You've got some time now to think about something that you'd like to do. Anything, pretty much.
I want to drink something.
You want to drink something, okay? So you get up and you walk over to the next how you call that? Like not water spring, but to the next place where you can get like some water. Or do you want to drink
The
something like special, like juice or
Something alcoholic.
something alcoholic? Alrighty, you're getting up, and you know that across the aisle there is another bar which you could go to, and then you walk over there, but you do realize that it's fairly early in the morning, and you can see that the and you do know that person, the owner of the bar, is just shoving the last guest out of that bar, and they're like rolling down the I do need the roller door, the roller shutter. Rolltor. And the person's smiling at you, waving, but you see that the person's really tired. The other bar is in a fairly shady area of this space station, and it's also at least a 2-hour walk. Well, you said space station. You haven't said spaceship.
Space station.
Slide under the shutters. Get drinks.
Wait. I would go to the bar where I could get drinks.
You try to get to the bar where you could drink. Okay, so you're starting walking. It's on the same level, you know that, and you're starting walking a very long way to the other bar. Within these 2 hours, Salvia does something. He's still looking for you. He's still searching for you for some reason. And Salvia gets the idea that that he should at least tell Lady Loki that he got a very uncanny feeling about this day. This day seems to be so off. It's usually very uncommon to see someone of the higher ranks on the workers' floor. There seems to be something off. You at least want to warn Lady Loki about that like you feeling strange this day, and about the fact that there's governmental people on the workers' floor.
I search in the area which is next to our bedroom.
Mm-hmm. So while you're searching there, you take a sweet time and think like, why not? And you get your morning routine yourself, right? You get to the toilet, you wash your face, and all that sort of stuff. And you feel a little bit refreshed now you've done that. Your shoulder is still hurting. You can't use your arm properly right now. That will wear off in like 1 or 2 hours maybe. But then you're looking around and you came to realize that there's this infobot. And you do remember that everyone you're living or working with is trackable on this ship.
Okay, I tried to find her with tracking.
You go over to the next panel, and you can vision that panel like the map panels from Alien Isolation.
Oh, a map.
No, it's not a map.
There is a map.
it's not really a map. It's just it's just the computer showing you that there's the person that you're looking for, and you do your identification. You do plug the cable that you carry always with you, both of you, into your neck. You plug it into the computer. You identify yourself with that, and you identify the data that you're allowed to access with that. And then you do actually find Lady Loki, wondering why she would just wander off in the spa area at this time, where you know that most of the pubs have just closed. You do know that she likes to drink every now and then, more every time than every now and then, but she drinks every now and then. And you do know as well that she's not too shy to get into the shady area, which is usually not your place to go. You like more the upper class area, and you're more dreaming of becoming one of the upper class ones. Yet she's just going there at this time, which doesn't make any sense at all to you. So you start following her, and eventually, after checking the infobot, let's call him infobot, these map stations, after like addressing the infobot every now and then, you will finally catch up to her. She's sitting in the bar. There's like thick smoke hanging in the under the ceiling. There's like trash lying around like left and right. It is a very, very like a very run down place. And for some reason, Lady Loki already has a drink in her hands. You wouldn't say it's the first time you see her drinking in the morning, but usually when she does, it's at least in company. So that is another sign for you that this day is not gonna be one of the ordinary ones.
Okay, I go to the bar and sit down and order a drink too.
Okay, you sit down. You sit down on the bar, right, way over at the other side of the bar, and you just sit down there and order a drink. And when like Lady Loki is checking, because it's unusual even for her that someone at this time will order a drink. Even Lady Loki thinks, no, like this day, Salvia is really off. There's really something strange with Salvia today. Maybe someone should check. Order drugs. No, that's not how it works.
Sounds good.
So, Lady Loki, how do you want to react to that? You really think like, boy, that dude is really strange today. Like, again, you know that dude is strange. He does all that weird shenanigans with trying to getting up in the upper class, which never ever has been happening in the history of the spaceship before, the space station before. You know it's virtually impossible because you would have to change chips and all that kind of stuff, like the chips in your neck. But even measured by that, today, running into a captain's cabinet? And then getting into a very shady, shabby bar? And probably probably as well having followed you, because it's certainly no coincidence that he's in this bar. That is very, very strange. He never attempted anything on you. He never made a move on you. For sometimes you thought he may be gay, or he may be not interested in sex at all. But now all of a sudden, He's just following you around? Oh boy, now that's not normal.
I'm trying to think about last night.
You don't remember anything.
Oh.
Whenever you think back, you just have a really bad headache. There's already fan fictions out there.
Oh yeah.
Soviet Thunder confirmed. Yeah, do you like would there be something that you'd like to do with that, or would you just accept it and be like, I mean, he's a weirdo, let him be a weirdo, you can do that as well.
I want to confront him.
Want to confront him?
Yes.
Okay. So you get up out of the chair, I guess. Unless you want to just shout over. You can do that as well. Tempted! I'm so tempted! So do you want to shout, or do you want to like stand up, walk over, across the room, sit next to him? Or maybe just go into like some distance and like some like lower the distance at least.
I want to go to him.
Okay, so you're walking over to him and sitting next to him, you place your drink down, and then you place your hat, your hat, not your hat, your hat on your fingers. And you look over to him and be like, well, what's your problem?
I have no problem. I order another drink.
I haven't even finished his first drink, not even took a sip of the drink. Xavier's ordering a second drink. Something must be terribly wrong today.
I give the drink to Lady Loki and say, take it. This day is weird.
You've got a drink. A free drink, even. It's weird, though, that it's from your roommate.
And I begin to drink something out of the glass.
You will have to rephrase that, please.
I start to drink something out of the glass.
Ah, okay. So you get the next drink, and the barkeeper, which you first thought would be human, is a robot as well, and that's now everything comes together. Now everything comes together. Like how this bar can be 24/7. You know it's illegal to keep robots as barkeepers, and you do know as well that like these robots being used for that are usually prone to errors. Like they make mistakes, which usually robots shouldn't be doing. But they're kept here as barkeepers sometimes, and mostly it's tolerated unless there's like some very big fuzz around that. So that robot is sliding you over the other drink with like lots of energy. So roll a d20 whether you can catch the glass, actually. You roll against a 15.
No.
So you're trying to catch the glass. You're trying to be cool here, right? You know you've messed up earlier with that like cabinet and not memorizing that it's the captain's cabinet, and you do know as well that you're behaving strange sometimes. You're just trying to make up for that, trying to show the world that you're actually a really cool person, and you're just fetching for the glass in a very, very, very fast motion, because the glass is going so fast. You're focusing on the glass, and in a moment of zen, you're as fast as the glass. What you don't realize is the glass hasn't passed yet, so you just fetch as fast as the glass is running, or gliding over the, better to say, over the counter, and your hand is back and already at your mouth, trying to zip out of the glass while you're watching the glass passing by and actually shattering on the ground.
Oh. Yes. I order another one.
Order another one, and that glass passes way slower and more in a human natural way. So you get that this was like a fault by the, or you could at least blame the robot for that, or try to.
Okay, Lady Loki, you've seen the man which was in our cabin?
Yeah.
Seriously, that played.
In normal days, these guys never be on our deck.
That's true. I wonder it too.
And I can't remember what is happening yesterday evening.
Me too. Do you know something about that?
I know that I can lie to a robot.
a really weird, strange thing, a very, very strange thing to say. Just adding and piling up on the whole mountain of strange things that Salvia has been doing like lately. You just have the feeling that he's like behaving strange. Now that you come to think of Lady Loki, you have no evidence of that. You just know that he feels behaving strange sometimes, but you don't really have any memory.
Oh.
That is Lady Loki's knowledge. That's not your knowledge, Salvia. So let's go back to introductory mode. There may be information that one of the characters know, but the other doesn't. And you can then decide, as the information holder, whether you want to share it, whether you want to like misinterpret it, whether you want to like use it against the character, or whether you want to keep it all for yourself and just not note it, maybe just put it back into the back of your mind or something like that. So it would be wise for you to take notes, actually, especially on those things that only you know, but the other characters don't. Unless you share it anyways.
I keep that for me.
You keep that knowledge for you that there's like nothing really... there's nothing that you can remember, really. Right? You had that headache about yesterday evening, and now that you've pushed through that while you've been like massaging your forehead and your temporals as well, deine Schläfen. Now that you come to think of, there's nothing but like blank memories. You do remember that you've been like on some birthday parties in your life. You do remember that there's like that there was your first space trip, and that you think that there may a possibility that you've been born on the Earth, but you're not quite sure. Roll a d20 against a, let's put it on 12 for that measure. you just go into the Discord, go to the dice room, and then you type exclamation mark, Ausrufezeichen, 1d20.
Oh, good one.
And you come to think of, you don't even really know where you're born. You don't know whether you've been born on the Earth, but there's no urge for you even to find that out. There's some odd satisfaction and relief about not knowing your past. I didn't know the word for Schläfe. I had to look it up. I didn't know it was temporal. So you shake your head and you get yourself out of those thoughts, and then you look again at Salvia, and you're just nodding for a moment, seeing him drink, and still wondering why this weirdness is happening. Both of you can interact right now.
I want to ask the barkeeper robot why the higher class man running around here.
The robot just says that is out of my knowledge. I don't even know that they're high class, whatever you said. And you do remember that you've been changing floors, so it may actually be true that that there are no high-class members on this floor. You are on floor 7 right now, and usually you sleep on the floor 5. And on floor 4 there has been the work floor. And the medic room is as well on pretty much every floor. There's one. They will vary in quality, but pretty much on every floor.
I want to check the bar up if there is another guy sitting around or something like that.
Nope. You're there like you're there like 6:30 in the morning. What did you think?
Another one.
What did you think when I said you get out of bed after you've slept? Did you think you're like overday sleepers and just be night active, or what did you think?
we don't know which time it is. So
I said, yep, that's true. I should have been more precise about that. So it's like 6:30 in the morning.
Time to get a drink.
Or actually right now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Because you've been traveling like 2 hours, getting up at 6, maybe 5:30. Yeah, that's ish. That's okay-ish.
Why we wake so early up?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Because you have to, because usually you have to work, and your biorhythms. Because your biorhythms just got accustomed to that, getting up very early and staying up for long hours. Sometimes you just make it an all-nighter, because sometimes it's just not worth going to bed for like 1 or 2 hours.
Okay. The robot doesn't know anything about the higher class people, government people, whatever it is called. So Is there another information bot?
In this area, you do know that that there's a group of people. They're not officially riots, but they do they do harm governmental, or they do harm the ship companies, the space station companies, robots a lot. So you do know that there may have been some punks damaging those infobots. So yes, you could try, but it is always like a gamble whether they'll have some viruses, because you have to connect to them, those infobots.
Don't want to try it. So, Lady Loki, should we go back? This place isn't looking very well.
You show around, like, to prove your point, or trying to prove your point, and in the back there's a chair just falling over for no reason. And both of you get the very, very fast idea that it just broke because of age, or someone did something to that chair. Whatever it was, the chair is now broken, and
in the right moment he
falling off, or breaking apart, falling into onto the floor. You can see a dust cloud puffing up, and the dust scatters now everywhere around, almost creeping over to you, and then it's just laying back on the floor. And it's that moment that you see some light, or you see within some light streams, that you even left footprints on the floor. That's how dusty it is. Which doesn't seem to be like annoying people that are usually here, because this is usually a very busy place, a buzzing place.
And here are a robot on the bar. I hate robots.
You hate robots. I will note that down. That's a treat now. A character, eine Charaktereigenschaft, a character trait, and you will have to act accordingly when you meet a robot.
Like the medic one. Try to
Like
lie
the
to
medic
him, and something like that.
Yep. You will try to manipulate.
I don't trust them.
I've already noted down I hate robots. So you will have that as a character trait now.
Yay.
Easy.
And I will write down as well, you will try to manipulate, break, or at least keep the truth away from the robots, because you're a little bit suspicious about them. I mean, after all, they are basically your direct your direct competitors for your job.
Yes.
Right? You're doing like again, like very, very low tier things. I really don't know the English word for it. Ihr macht quasi Botengänge und derlei Dinge.
Postbote.
Yeah, you basically run errands for other people.
Okay.
So that's mainly your job, and that's why you are up sometimes quite late, because you do that kind of freelance, but then again not really, because you have to apply to the rules of the space station. But you know how it is.
Yes. Just click. Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, that is pretty much what brought you here. You just clicked yes, 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 and in the end, you ended up here.
Yay. Okay. Should we go back?
That was your main question. And you've added a very silent, and you've bending over to Lady Loki. you've
Look
added
at the
very
chair.
silently, I hate
Look at the chair.
robots. Yeah, and then you just emphasize your point with, look at the freaking chair. This place is falling apart. Seriously, come on, let's go.
I shot my drink and standing up.
Yay. Let's go back.
All right.
2 hours later.
You've downed now 2 drinks, right?
Yeah, I shot both of them.
Cool. Make a d20. You have a threshold of 15. Whether you are drunk enough to actually not be able to go straight. Like you will walk visibly drunk if you fail that.
Wait,
Lady Loki.
it's your turn.
Mm.
And she'd be
Wait,
like, "Where's that Discord? I didn't know I had to roll dice here."
Yeah, I roll the dice. Yeah. Wait.
Go on, tell me.
Oh yeah, you're drunk. Du fängst auch das Lallen an.
That sounds good.
You will have to be you will have to act drunk now. At least in everyone's mind. If you don't want to, you don't have to, but at least in everyone's mind, you will be drunk now for the next 3
2
hours.
Oh.
Easy.
You know, when you're drunk, the way is much longer.
Yeah, that's gonna be a long way. So, you leave both of you leave the bar now together, and it's that moment that it strikes Salvia. For this area, even at this time, although he's very rarely here, as I've said, right?
Yes.
There's way too little people around. Something's wrong. You either should inform yourself or investigate on that, but that's certainly not right.
I just said, why are no people here? Okay.
Oh, Pachman, I
it's
am
a
already so kind. I am already so kind here.
Very shady area, but this is a big station.
Yeah, there should be like people going to work. You know that it's by now it's like 8:30. You've been just like 30 minutes in there, and you said you Salvia, you feel gross. You want to have a shower again. You feel gross being in that shabby, lousy bar. Nothing too unusual again for Lady Loki though. Yet even Lady Loki now looks around and be like, "That's right. There's something wrong here." What would you decide, Lady Loki? Are you investigating on that on your own, or are you going to ask someone to guide or to actually like get knowledge about what's going on here?
I would investigate alone.
You will investigate a little bit. Okay, so you've came from the left, right? So if you vision the bar right here, I hope you can see it on my stream right now.
Nope.
Then there's the bar, right to the back of my hand and in the front of my hand. You've been coming from here. There's a possibility to just go straight out of the bar and follow the path, or to go down, right? Down, or basically to your right. You're standing in front of the bar, yeah, to your right, or just go straight. And while doing that, you do try to recall like the information of where's what, but the alcohol that you just drank, it's certainly not helping your memory that is already fuzzy. So you can now try to just be brave and claim that you know where to go to get some information or to get some info. You can now just go ahead and claim like, yeah, today's like National Not Working Day, or you can as well just like admit that you don't know where to go or where to start, but you'd like to investigate on that. That's really up to you. What would you like to do?
I will take the first option.
Okay, in your very limited in your very limited capabilities of talking proper right now, you get yourself together and you're like, so I say we gotta go there because we do investigation now. We're detectives, and then you just march on, and Salvia's following you, and Salvia's like, I've seen her pouring down drinks. Like, a lot of them. She never was that quickly in being drunk. That gotta be some really strong drinks in there. You don't go there. And you're really happy that you just took like 1 or 2 zips. And you feel a little bit tipsy and a little bit pushed, but just a little bit tipsy. It's all fine for you. And you follow, and you just wonder why you're walking down the aisle to basically the trash depot. But she's so confident. She's so confident. You just follow her. The charisma of her is just like inspirational. And that's a trait that you can now write down for yourself, Alexa. You do have the possibility to twice a day. Let's go with twice a day. I like twice a day right now. To inspire people to do something that you'd like. Both of you just investigating, or both of you just finding out about their traits. So both of you can have like the full charge of the traits. So you, Salvia, you can use your trait twice this day, as well as Lady Loki can use the inspiring to do something that she'd like, inspiring someone else. Just one person, not a group of person. You'd have to train that. So you can use the inspiration, like inspiring one to do something that you'd like. You can use that twice this day as well. But you have inspired Salvia with such little words, but so much confidence to just go down the straight line, yeah, towards the trash area, like the trash depot.
Lady Loki, why we are going to the trash area?
And very important,
it's so dirty here.
You have inspired him. Anything you say now will be good enough for him. Du kannst auch, wenn du Ideen auf Deutsch hast und sie auf Englisch nicht rüberbringen kannst, kannst du sie auch gerne auf Deutsch sagen und dann übersetze ich sie.
Ja, ich überlege noch.
Okay. Ja, ich kann verstehen, dass es am Anfang ein bisschen überfordernd ist, gerade sich in den Charakter reinzudenken und dann noch so ein abstraktes Konzept.
Was?
Was?
Alien ist nicht abstrakt.
So we've been just talking that I've offered Alexa to actually say some things in German, so I will translate it. But that doesn't seem to be the problem here. The problem seems to be not being offering enough things for her to pick. So you can now basically tell Salvia that that he should just shut up. That's your option 1. You can make him follow your words by basically just saying because. Or you can let him know and say, you know that there's sometimes some people who may know something about this. And then there's always the option to just say, I don't know, I've got a feeling.
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like me, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you turn around abruptly, like you just come to a stand, and Salvia's almost running into you. Being in his own thoughts, right? He's like, wow, why do we have to go there? And then, still with that very, very inspiring confidence, Lady Loki's just standing still there. You almost run into her. She's turning around, looking into your eyes, like deeply convincing. And then she says, I don't know. We just go there. And then she's like, sie torkelt halt weiter.
Yeah.
Did she fall down when I
No.
into her?
She has proven some like surprising dexterity there, not to fall down. Although you almost stopped right in her, like you almost ran into her.
Huh.
But still, she stood her ground, and that's now how you walk the path. And the further you go, you're starting to talk a little bit, like about the work, and you start to talk why you are even drinking in the morning. And while you're doing that, I'll have a question for the chat. So I will ask you to mute, you two guys now, to mute the chat, so I can ask the chat actually a question.
Do it.
So you guys can now talk. I will mute the Discord completely, so the chat will not hear anything you say. I will not hear anything you say. If you want to ask for ideas or something, you can share that right now as well. Okay, for you guys. So we will go with the voting system again, 1 and 2. What is it that we're going to face at the trash dump? Is it 1, a broken robot that's starting to attack the two just out of the blue? Is it 2, a person from the government, because Xavier's still under surveillance, right? And it's quite unusual for him to be here, even being drunk in the morning. Oh, that doesn't shed a good light. 3, may it be a person that Lady Loki knows from the past, but she doesn't really remember that person. And obviously she will not remember that person because she doesn't have a background. Or will it be 4, a pack of rats that is starting to attack? So 1, a broken robot that is starting to attack. 2, someone from the government, because Xavier is still under surveillance. 3, being someone from the past, like Lady Loki's past. 4, the rats. And while you're deciding on that, I'll be quickly on the toilet and I'll be back in a second. Alrighty, 4 it is. So we will have to prepare some. We will have to prepare some rats here. Can they impro items on the go? They will not have any items in the inventory. They can look around for weapons and this kind of stuff. And this is basically the part where they if you would have chosen like first or fourth option, where they get their first weapons, so to say. So the rats have a DC of 8. Not too hard to smash some rats. There will be, let's say, 7 rats, and each of them have like 4 health. No, let's say 2 health. Not too hard to kill them. And yeah. They will attack with bite attack, which can make 1 damage maximum. Squash them. We do not need support. Wow. Wow. Alrighty.
Man muss
We're
sich
back.
immer beschweren.
Man muss sich immer beschweren. Okay. What do you have to complain about?
Mhm. Was?
What do you have to complain about?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Alrighty, that will be fun.
Oh my god.
So
Now the action comes, Alexa.
does it?
I don't know.
Does it? There were
No.
4. There were 4 funny and interesting interaction possibilities, and the chat has decided that you're going with option 4. I will note down the options and possibilities for number 1, 2, and 3 as well, so we can talk about that in the end of the stream. And I will call that first. There we go. And then I'll go with that. I still have to do some note taking in the background and all that sorts, because this is basically D&D, what we're doing here, and I try to get you a sense of how to use dice and all that sorts, and how every mechanic works. So progressively, we will add more things that you would need in D&D itself.
Mhm.
And there we go. Okay, cool. So we've noted that down. And now we're able to come back to you. What have you guys been talking about? Like Lady Loki and Salvia, not you guys right now.
Talking about
Exactly.
work that I try to climb up, and she telling me what?
That I don't want to do that anymore.
That you don't want to work in that job anymore.
Yes.
Yeah, you're tired of that job, right? You don't want to do that job anymore. It's not to your standards, but you have given up kinda, and you just live each day from one day to another. And while both of you are like going back and forth, and Salvia being that upbeat guy, that positive guy as he usually is, and you being more the realistic person as you usually are, Lady Loki, and you bring up your arguments for why you should still be working there and why you shouldn't, while they're being like freelance but still not freelance because of the spaceship, space station. You get the drill. While you're doing that, you like walk the last meters towards the trash dump.
Bah.
Yeah, it's gross. It's gross. You get there and you can already smell the trash. There's lying around like some metal bars here and there. There's like old food on the trash dump as well. And somewhere in the distance you can hear some squeaking noises. So this place is seriously like not a place that you usually would be. But now you're standing in front of the entrance of that trash dump. And something drives Lady Loki there, because she still has to prove her point that she's been right, that something here, although it seems very unlikely, has been that there's something here connected to why there are so little people out there right now. Exactly, it's pretty much tutorial introduction
good,
today.
Or is it?
No, it's spoiled food.
Green.
It's das ist die Müllhalde im Grunde, wo ihr seid.
Yes, yeah.
So no, it's certainly not good food. There may be like one or two packaged food still, but you like with your fingertips, you're pulling these out, and there's like some goo dripping off the package, and you almost puke, but you can hold to yourself, and then you look and see that the expiration date is like gone for like years already. This thing must be lying here for at least 2 years.
That's not good food. I don't think you were right here.
It's not that you're here for breakfast. Something's driving you here.
Why are we gonna go here? Here is food that lie 2 years or 3 years on the ground.
Yeah, why are you there?
Because I want to find something.
And with that word, you knew, like, Lady Loki can be brave, but oh boy, you didn't know that she can be that brave. She just walks straight into the trash dump. She's just walking there, and you follow her nervously.
Slowly.
Yeah, you be like, you're very cautious to not step on anything really dirty. You're walking there, and you feel like someone's watching you.
Can I roll some area look things or something?
There's something in Dungeons and Dragons called perception, Wahrnehmung. Whenever you want to actively look for something, you will look around. You can ask for a perception roll, and you can throw that. That is one of the most taken actions in Dungeons and Dragons. So of course you can roll a d20, and as we don't have any character stats right now or yet, we would just have that, and it will be against the threshold of 11. It's a 2. Alrighty, you just look around.
It's dark.
You just look
Very
around,
dark here.
and you think you saw something in a window up across the alley, like someone closed a curtain or something, and then you remember, yes, of course. The governmental guy, right, that creature, told you that you are under surveillance. So of course you feel like as if someone's watching you.
Okay. I follow
yeah, do
Lady
so,
Luke.
Pachmat. So you're following Lady Loki, And in the midst of the trash dump, Lady Loki, you're not really certain anymore why you went here. You've been so stubborn and you've been so courageous. Yet even now, you think like there's gotta be something here. But in the back of your head, you feel like, okay, you just want to be right. You just want to be right. It's not that there's really like some evidence that could be here, or that you have some evidence that something could be here. But, yeah. You certainly are not sure anymore at all what you're doing here.
What are we searching here? Some trash or metal, or what were you searching here?
I'm not sure. Something?
Oh, something. We searched something. Yeah, that's a good point. I searched for something.
Yeah, we could find something here.
That certainly being the truth, Lady Loki is lifting like one of the there's a wooden plate lying on the ground. There's like a knob coming off the wooden plate, right? One could grab that. Like it looks a little bit like a lid that you could put on some trash can or something like that. And she's looking around, putting that from right to left, and she's staring down at something that is staring back.
Oh. Did you find something?
Maybe.
And then she looks again and she realizes, oh, that's just a liquid, and she's mirroring herself in the liquid.
Oh,
I
I'm
face
looking
palm
so
myself.
beautiful.
Something staring back. Oh, it's me. Kind of what she says. At least what she's holding herself back to say. And she's like, eh. And you're looking around, and after like an hour and a half, Lady Loki is starting to regain her ability to actually like think straight, and the alcohol's wearing off slowly. She still has some she still doesn't have the full capability of talking there. She's still a little bit tipsy now. The effect completely wore off for Salvia already. Like few in 30 minutes, something like that. Back, and then both of you are giving up and be like, it's no use. It's no use. We don't even know what we're looking for. And then you turn around, and while you're turning around, you see something moving in the trash can, Salvia. Like, not in the trash can, in the trash pile.
Oh, look, a rat.
The trash pile is moving, and out jumps a rat.
Oh, a rat.
And it's jumping towards you.
Oh, I try to ausweichen.
To dodge.
To dodge.
You can't, by rules, you can't do that, usually. I will give you that right now. But usually you can't, because that would be a surprise attack. And surprise attacks will give the advantage to the attacking side that has the surprise attack. And therefore you usually cannot in the D&D rules. But as we're playing here like a loose concept of the rules, and as I'm going with the rule of cool anyways, usually you can try and attempt to dodge, but you will have to hit 19 or 20 for that.
Oof. Okay, I try.
On a d20. And you have a 7. So the rat is jumping towards you and jumping out of the pile of dirt, and you can see all the like slimy thingies, like the slime dripping off the rat, the dirt is dripping off the rat. There's something in under the eye of the rat, looking a little bit like blood, and that certainly can't be good. You don't want to be bitten by that rat, but it's way too fast. And while thinking all of that, the rat is already close to your chest and trying to bite you, and you feel a little pinch, nothing more like a pinch. And then the rat is dropping right in front of you, and then I want both of you to roll 1d20, which will be your initiative. So now we are in combat order. That means the one with the highest.
Yay!
You've got a natural 1. We'll talk about that later. You will, both of you will be rolling the d20 now. So we have the combat order, and apparently, Salvia is a little bit staggered. Let's put it that way. And this combat order determines who is attacking when. And I will roll as well. And then I will roll again. And we do still need 1d20 from Lady Loki as well.
Yeah, wait a moment.
So we've got that. We've got that.
Where is the Discord again?
No!
Where's that Discord? Okay, we've got 19. We've got another 19. You are here in the combat order. And
I'm
I
the
will
last one because I'm shocked.
Yeah. I will give the benefit of doubt to the player. So usually you have a tiebreaker for that what happened right now. Technically, one of your enemies would be in the same spot as you in the combat order, as one of the rats rolled a 19 as well. And then you would have something called a tiebreaker, which would be a certain modifier of a certain stat, but we're not there yet. We're still in, like, we're learning things here. So we will not go with that. So you will be first, Lady Loki, and then all the other characters. Which apparently will take a long while for Salvia to take a turn in the fight at all, if you so decide to fight, actually. That one, smelling like cheese. Yeah, kind of. So we've got that, and we've got that.
And this.
Exactly. We've got a 3, we've got a 2, and we've got a 1. And there we've got Salvia.
Yes.
And then we've got the pointer, which will be right that one. And Lady Loki, you, as you turn around, you don't see that, like, moving trash pile, or you don't really see the rat until the rat is jumping right at your roommate and at your co-worker, Salvia. You hear a thump, and then you see a rat landing to the feet of Salvia. And all of the sudden, you don't know how that happened, but all of the sudden, you are surrounded by rats. There's 7 rats in total that you count.
Oof.
Boy.
What are you going to do?
I don't have fire, baby, or?
Nope. You've just said you put on your clothes and you didn't want to take anything special with you. So you're literally just with the cable that plugs into your neck and that you will need. That is a very crucial item to both of you guys to identify at the info bots to actually actually have your information that's around the station.
I would decide to run away.
Okay.
Good idea.
So there's certain things that you can do now. So as we're not playing with a map and as we don't lay out everything just as you would do in D&D, I would just inform you about that. Okay. Usually in fights in D&D, you're measuring everything in the width of feet, like 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, not with the metric system, unfortunately. Thanks, Wizard of the Coast. And usually when something is in the area of 5 foot within you, within your character, you would think that the character could attack you, and it would get an opportunity attack whenever you get out of these 5 foot. Okay? That would be how it usually would be run. But you can try to attempt to run away right now, but this is a pack of rats. So it's very unlikely that you'll outrun them. I just want you to roll a d20. And I want to see what in the end you will what in the end you will roll, and then based on that I will decide how we proceed with the running away action and motion.
Oh boy. So as wird dieses 1d20.
Exactly.
Okay.
Ein 20-seitigen Würfel. Okay, so the rats are actually fairly close already. You're trying to just take your action and run away, which doesn't really work because whenever you try to step in one direction, the rat pack is just moving a little bit with you. And then whenever you get back, they're kind of mirroring your actions. You get that these are like I don't want to say intelligent rats because that's like way beyond the scope of those rats, but they do have like a swarm intelligence. They do communicate somehow. They're not like just standard rats as you would have them in real life. They're a little bit more intelligent in this game. So you do a move and then you get the hang. So if you would just walk a little bit, out of the sudden the ring of rats is just following you, despite the rat that is between the feet of Salvia. That rat's still grimmingly looking up fiercely to Sage, and that seems to be to Salvia. That seems to be like a fight of epic giants there. That seems to be David versus Goliath. For both of you, I'd like to roll 2d20. Both of you can write exclamation mark 2d20. That will determine the amount of life points you have. So please note down that you have in total, Salvia has in total 12 life points. And Lady Loki has 14 life points.
Oh wow, that's why I only have one rat.
Alrighty, so in combat in D&D you usually have multiple actions. There's the usual action that you can take, as you just took, like you can try to run away, you can do attempting certain things, and like attacking or defending yourself, holding your action, all these kind of things would cost an action. And then you have a bonus action. Certain spells, certain actions are just bonus actions. And you could take them in the same turn order that you are in the same turn that you actually just take. And then there's reactions, which is something for a whole different topic now. I'm just informing you about that. We keep this right now as basic as possible. So you just took your action. That is why I said, or why I informed you. I just want to get like the vocabulary here and set the vocabulary. So you just took your action, trying to outrun or outsmart the rats. So we are at one of the other rats. To the back right of you, Lady Loki. And that rat is running up to you and trying to bite you. That rat is trying to bite right into your heel, right at the point where the shoe ends. And it is doing so by rolling 1d20, which would be an attack roll. And it rolls a 3. And that 3 has to be measured against something called your DC, which stands for... oh boy. Which stands for... armor class. AC, not DC. It stands for AC, which stands for armor class. So the armor class is basically determining how much, how high the attacker has to roll in order to hit you. And there always is a rule called meets beats. So whenever the roll meets the criteria of your armor, so to say, then it will hit you. So let's say you have a 3 right now, it would hit you. If you have a 4, it will not hit you. As we haven't figured out what armor you're usually wearing, we will go with the standard set, and that is in D&D usually 10 plus a certain other modifier, which we will not talk about today. So we will just go with 10. Your AC, and you'll have to note that down as well, is 10. Okay? Unless you get items or armor that would change your armor class. Cool?
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. So that rat is running up, and you look down on it, and you seem to have a frightening look or something like that. That rat is thinking twice about what it's about to do, and moving back a little bit. Just a little bit. Having like something like a respecting distance to you. And but another rat is following up, which is now to your right side, and is trying to attack you instead of the other rat, right? So that rat is again attacking you with 1d20, making its attack roll, and yeah, way higher than the first rat, and it's attacking, and usually you will roll a die for that. I have just said flat that it's attacking with 1 damage. Okay? So you're losing 1 life right now. The attack was successful. The rat bit just with very, very pointy teeth. That's rat pointy teeth. And it pinched your skin and pierced through the skin right under your ankle. Very painful. Very painful. A little bit of blood is dripping, but not too much to worry about. You've been at worse places than this. I mean, that's fine for you. At the same time, Salvia's getting more attention now by the rats. and
no.
is being attacked from the left-hand side, and gets attacked 1d20 as well, and that certainly hits. That certainly hits, and that rat is jumping and biting through the cloth of your trousers, and Xavier's Ratatouille. And it bites right at your knee. You can see that you don't seem to taste really well. The rat is backing off immediately and hissing at you. A very unnatural thing for rats to do anyways, but that rat is hissing at you. Something's really off. Something's really off. And then another rat is right next to that rat that's hissing, right? It's jumping to you as well, and then that rat is trying to climb up a little bit on the leg to get more to the thigh or somewhere where it's really hurting, right? It's trying to impress the other rats, but it's just falling back flat on his back.
Not today.
Exactly. Lady Loki is in danger again. Another rat is running up, but it's just keeping the distance. Lady Loki's cool aura, like freezing frost, distant aura, is just scaring them away apparently. And there are 2 more rats to go. And that rat now will go with 1 being Xavier and 2 being Lady Loki. That rat now jumps almost around Salvia, it seems. Something in this hissing is alarming apparently the rats not to attack Salvia. And the rat is running a little bit around Salvia and then jumping kind of around Salvia. Again, not high enough to be really harmful, but it is harmful enough to just pierce again through the I was about to say armor, through the trousers that you're wearing, Lady Loki, and biting you right into the shinbone, into the shin. Again, it's just repelling. It's not like really drastic, but all those pinches are kind of itchy, not really comfortable. You see that this is a dirty place as well, and you know that this is probably not the best to be bitten by rats here. We've got another one heading towards Salvia, not being happy with the look of Salvia or something. At least it's taking. It's backing up a little bit, and it's hissing as well. So you've got 2 hissing rats at you now.
Oh, it's my turn. Yay.
No, we still have 1 rat left. And that rat is running right at you, and it's at you, Salvia. And it's ignoring the hissing of all the other rats, and it's biting you. You trip. You start to bleed out of that wound, and you're bleeding a little bit stronger as you'd anticipate from that little pinch. There's a little bit more blood coming out of there, and you're losing 1 life point.
1 life point.
You're losing 1 life point, and you're bleeding now. And to your knowledge, you're not a bleeder, right? You usually don't. You don't have like very runny blood. But this right now, you're not. You seem not to be yourself. Now you're confident. Yes. You knew the day was wrong, but something's wrong with you, maybe.
That must be the alcohol.
That must be the alcohol. Maybe that, but it's your turn now. You've got 2 hissing rats at you. There's like 3 rats scattered around you, and 2 rats right at Lady Loki. What do you want to do? You can like look around, look for weapons. You can try to smash the rats by stepping on them. You can do all sorts of shenanigans.
Can I kick one rat and look around for a weapon? Or
you can look around for a weapon, but to pick up the weapon and to like, yeah, I would give you that. I would give you that. You can attempt
I just want to look.
Yeah, you can attempt to kick a rat and then look around. I would give you that.
Okay, I try to kick the rat who bites me.
One of them, yep.
I want to look if I can find a weapon or 2.
So you look at that rat that flung out of the pile of trash, right?
Yes.
And you look at it. It looks at you, and right in that moment that you're lifting your foot, you can visibly see that the rat is thinking, "Oh no!" It's that moment it knew it fucked up, and you're just kicking it away. So a squeaking sound of the rat is like, and it's going somewhere in the distance. That rat is successfully fought off, and somewhere like you hear like little bones breaking. Even it seemed to have hit something very hard. So you now look around. But just looking around is not good enough. You can't see you can't see any rats lying around, weapons lying around. You would have to. You can't see any rats. You would have to go and actually actively search for that. And searching for something will cost you an action.
No, I just want to look.
Yeah, exactly. You looked around and you can't really obviously see something, but from the top of your brain you just fetch. Wait, you saw something earlier. Well, no, not you have seen something earlier, but Lady Loki had something in her hand. Maybe that may help in this. And this is where where your turn ends. And we're going back to Lady Loki. You have the possibility to let her know that you're thinking that, though.
Lady Loki, use that thing in your hand. That's something we found.
she had in your hand. She had in her hand earlier.
Yeah.
What have I in my hand?
Well, I've described one object. And if you don't remember it, you will not use it. It's up to you now.
I smashed the rats with that thing.
You don't have anything in your hand right now. Ich habe vorhin was beschrieben.
Ja.
Und du kannst danach Ausschau halten. Du kannst gucken, ob du das wiederfindest. Dadurch, dass du explizit danach suchst, würde ich dir sogar Vorteile darauf geben, weil du explizit weißt, wonach du suchst oder wonach dein Charakter sucht. Der weiß offensichtlich mehr als du gerade.
Ja, ich geboren.
Ja, du kannst aber auch versuchen, jetzt einfach wieder irgendwie eine Ratte wegzutreten oder zu zerquetschen mit deinen Füßen
like me.
oder wie auch immer. Und dann damit zu gehen. Das ist auch eine Möglichkeit.
I would search for a thing.
Okay, you're actively searching for that thing, and as you know where it is, you do have advantage on searching for it, and it's not really hard for you to find. So you lean over, and I'd like you to roll 2d20. And as we do remember, usually you're trying to perceive something right now.
Mhm.
Du versuchst etwas wahrzunehmen. And that is why you're rolling 1d20, but as you have advantage, as I granted you advantage, you are rolling 2d20.
Also 2d20, okay, yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Ah, shit.
That's enough. That's enough. Oh, that's not enough. Wait. You're leaning over and you do see... you do remember that wooden thing with a knob on that you could put on a trash can or something like that?
Now I remember the thing.
You do see it. It's a little bit further away, and you could walk there right now, but picking it up would be another action for another turn, and doing something with it certainly would be another turn. So you can walk there right now if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I walk through.
Okay, you walk there, and your some sort of aura or that cold glimpse in your eyes that is giving you the respect over the rats apparently. It is giving you passage. It's granting you passage. So you are able to walk there freely, although now 4 of those rats are following you, leaving 2 rats at Salvia.
Is it just 1 rat now? I kicked 1 away.
It's 2. There have been 7 rats in the beginning, and 4 of them are following Lady Loki, and so there are 2 left at you.
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. So
for the rats.
So exactly, we're at the rat's place now, and those 4 rats, while you're trying to pick up this wooden thing, you get attacked, and those rats are really fast, right? They're trying to pick your hands. They're trying to bite your hands, and pretty much all 4 of them. But one of them is trying to just gnaw on your right under your ankle where you're bleeding already. It's just trying to open that wound further. So I will just roll now for the sake of narrative, I will just roll 4d20, and each one of these rolls will stand for one of the rats. And the last d20 rolled will be the rat biting your ankle. And as it seems the first rat is running up and trying to bite your hand. Not very successful. It is kind of jumping over your hand and landing towards the other side of the hand from where it came. So the other rat is following up, and it's just biting your pinky finger. The next rat that is running up is really quickly dashing up your arm, and it's sitting on your elbow pretty much, and then it's biting into your upper arm even. You take from this 2 piercing damage. Okay? Just remember that there's piercing damage. And then the other rat that's trying to bite your ankle again, it is running up, and you are distracted anyways by the other rats. So you did get bitten by that very easily. The rat's been like, yeah, that's no prob. It's even looking for the wound, and then it's biting it right into the same wound. And I would like you to roll a resistance roll, something that we call in D&D a Constitution saving throw. Just so you've heard it. It doesn't matter right now what the Constitution is. We're just talking about the saving throw right now. I want you to roll a saving throw, which would be a d20 again. So you're rolling 1d20 against a 6. If you don't meet that 6, at least, you will be poisoned.
Do it.
Wait. 1, 2.
Ein D20 wieder.
Ein D20 wieder, ne?
Ja, genau. Es ist im Grunde erstmal für euch immer ein D20. And you don't meet the 6 that I've been claiming. And that's bad. You're poisoned now.
Aua!
You will take half a point of damage each turn you're taking, unless you are actually having an antidote.
Ouch.
Good old rat poisoning. Exactly not Yosuka.
These are magic rats.
No, those are just rats who ate pretty much everything and giving you probably every sickness that you could possibly have. While that is happening, at the very same time, those two rats are now starting a group attack, kind of. And one rat seems to be trying to support the other rat and trying to inspire the other rat to attack. But it doesn't really work. The other rat, let's call it rat 3, is still hissing at you, Salvia. And
The hissing rat.
the hissing rat, and the other rat is seemingly, you can almost understand that the rat is saying to it like, yo, dude, it's just a human. Bite it. That's what we're here for. But it isn't reacting. It just isn't reacting. And then it's your turn. Both of them skip their action.
Can I... Is there some trash nearby, or...
You're on a trash dump. Yep, there is lots of trash around.
Can I search in the nearest trash for a weapon or something?
Yes, you can. Roll a d20. You're now like doing an investigation check. That is something as well, so-called skill. And I actually, funnily enough, I've set the DC, the threshold, to 5. So you meet that, it's fine. You look around and it is not really a dangerous situation, but there's a tense feeling here. You are alive. It's the first time that you're having like a fight in your life. And it is versus these like very, very heroic rats, and there's like all the good battle music playing in your head that you've seen in all those movies before, and out of instinct you're just grabbing to your right and you pull out a metal bar.
Ooh.
Put that into your inventory. Write down that you have a side of your infobot cable. You do have now a metal bar, and that metal bar will attack for 1d4 damage. It's basically a club, if you want to.
Yes.
Tithanos, wow! Wow!
Wow.
So, you've got that in your hand, and you can use it next round.
Yes.
Lady Loki, it's your turn. You can make out yeah, I've said that already last turn. You can now easily grab the wooden thing with a knob on, which, let's call it a shield. Which we will now call a shield.
Oh wow.
That is inspiring me in the bad way.
No infinity gauntlet.
Ah, shit. I want the wooden thing.
Yeah, you grab it. You had your hand over it already. You're shaking off the red that's on your arm as well with that. And if you want to, you can still move. But you took your your action to grab actually a shield. But that shield has a bonus. You get 1 AC to your AC. So it's not 10 anymore. It's 11 now. Because the shield, the wooden shield, will give you 1 plus 1 AC.
Okay.
Okay? So all the other reds with the pumped up kicks will start to attack again. And we will just make that really fast. I will just roll 4d20 for all those red. Oh, wrong command. 4d20 for all those reds that are attacking Lady Loki. Wow. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, this is what's happening. So, one of these rats, the one with the 12, is still munching on your shoe right now, right? It's piercing through the shoe, and it does some piercing damage to your toe. Which one of these you can decide yourself. And oh, actually, we forgot. You still take 0.5 poison damage because you still are conditioned as poisoned. So that rat is nibbling on your toe now. No, not nibbling. It's biting on your toe now. So it's gnawing. That's the word. And the other rat, the other rat with the 19 is walking over that rat that just bit into your shoe, and just dashing up to your knee, and it's biting into your knee, dangling off your knee now. You're losing from the first rat 1 life point, and from that rat 1 life point as well. So you're losing 2 life points there. And then the third rat with 1d20 is running up on the first rat that bit into your shoe, using the one that is dangling on your knee as a ladder, ripping it off your knee, but dashing with that onto your hips and biting right into it. It does 2 damage, because if you roll a 20, it's considered a critical hit.
Ouch.
And that may do like double damage, or you will roll the damage die. That's another term now, the damage die. You will roll that additionally to the first die that you rolled. But as we don't roll damage dice right now for the rats, you will just take flat 2 damage. And then we've got that one, right? The fourth. That rat is trying to repeat all that actions, right? Jumping on the first rat. It's missing that there's no rat in between the knees. Right? Not in between the knees. There's no rat on the knee. And it's jumping there. And it already looks really weak. You look at it, and it's just falling limp down. It just had a heart attack. And it died.
Wow.
I had a heart attack.
So that rat just died. It could have died. It could have died from the falling damage, but its eyes just rolled back already in the midst of the air. So it just took its eternal breath.
I can't stop it.
Well, technically not you. There's something called a critical mistake as well. Like,
Okay.
you have a critical roll, that's the d20, and you have a critical failure, that's the 1. Whenever you roll something like a critical roll, like the 20, it is very good. Something astonishing can happen. The utmost unbelievable things may happen with that. If you roll a 1, well, let's just say I have had player characters who shoot other player characters because of a critical 1. And they've like torn off arms by that. So really bad things may happen. But that varies from Dungeon Master to Dungeon Master to Dungeon Master. So we've got 2 more rats, and those rats, they're like... Seemingly they're growing a little bit.
Oh shit.
Those 2 rats right at Salvia, they seem to be growing a little bit. You can't make out whether it's the fur that's just like plushing up because they're like arching their back, but you could swear that they're like they're growing a little bit, and you don't feel really well, although you haven't been bitten at all. But you don't really well. You feel like you have like a stomach ache, like your belly hurts really bad all of a sudden. You don't feel really well anymore. Those rats don't take an action, but they do back off from you. What do you want to do? It's your turn.
Can I reach Lady Loki?
She's standing a little bit back behind you on maybe like 2 meters, 3 meters. You can't really make it out. Like your vision is starting to be a little bit blurry sometimes. And you shake your head, and all of the sudden, while you're shaking your head, everything's dark and very poorly lit. Like really poorly lit. And those rats that have been scattered around are people lying dead around you.
Oof.
You shake your head again, and everything's back to normal. But Salvia, Lady Loki, looks different to you. She looks... Well, unfortunately, it's a female character, but she looks... You would say delicious?
Oh, thank you.
But more in a you want to eat her way.
That's to make it better.
Wow, come on. You want to rip the flesh off her bones.
Oh boy.
Oof. These goddamn rats. I try to hit the one rat, which is the right one of both, and smash it into the left one.
You would have to have a d20 for that. A 20, not 20, like a critical roll for that. To smash them into each other. Then I would allow it, but you can certainly try to just hit the rat itself. So
Okay,
you can attempt
I
that.
try to hit that rat.
Mm. You don't even hit the rat. You're just missing. You're not really missing. You're just poking that metal rod that you just had, that metal bar, into the ground, purposely, kind of. But you don't want to do that.
Huh.
You can make a wisdom saving throw. Just roll a d20. And if you don't succeed, and you will have to roll higher than 14, that's a 6. You can't shake it off. That's a 6, and you shake your head again, and something's happening with you. Something's happening with you. The urge to fight those rats just gone. Lady Loki, it's your turn. You see that that something's happening with your roommate. Something's happening there. You do see that that Salvia seems to look a little bit more grotesque now. Like the shoulders a little bit bloated, the belly's a little bit bloated. He certainly doesn't look healthy. But you still have those 4 rats around you. No, 3 rats. 3 rats. One of them died.
I want to get him out of the situation.
You want to get him out of the situation?
Yes.
How do you try to attempt that? I really need different music for the stream here. We're still with the lo-fi. That's certainly not having. That's certainly not helping the atmosphere.
No. I want to pull him back.
You want to pull him back from what? There's nothing that's seems dangerously, but you dash towards him, you grab his arms, and then you pull him towards you, but he's unnaturally strong. All the rats scatter away now. You're out of the combat order, and Salvia, the urge, it's not stopping. It's really not stopping. You lose, you by the way, Lady Loki, lose half a life point again because of the poison condition.
Okay.
And you can now try to interact with each other.
Lady Loki looks delicious, always.
Yeah.
Okay.
She looks as delicious as a burger to other persons. Like
You're looking really good.
Oh my god. Sylvia, are you alright?
I'm very hungry.
again these flashes, right? You're again flashing back to that grotesque reality that you have been in before, Salvia, where everything's dim and really poorly lit. You're still on that trash dump, right? But there are humans around you, and there's lots of blood everywhere. There's blood even dripping from your hands. And then you look at that and you see unnaturally long fingers. Black long fingers.
Ooh.
And then you flash back and you snap back and you look at you look at Lady Loki, and something tells you, like in the back of your head, something tells you that you should get away from her if you don't want to harm her. It's the Babadook!
Okay, so I run into the floor. And-
Yeah. All of the sudden, Lady Loki, Salve is just running away, dashing away from you, with no reason, not saying anything to you. What is your urge there?
I'm really confused, but I'm going after him.
Okay, you run after him. You lose half a life point again.
This poison is. Ouch.
I try to find the medic bay or something like this.
Your next instinct is to find the medical officer that apparently did get something wrong, because apparently there's something wrong with you and didn't
Yeah.
notice you. But you get flashbacks to the scene when you have been in that room with those two people, right? That robot and that creature.
Yes.
And the day has been feeling off, right?
Yes.
Right from the beginning. You've been walking a long way with that creature, right?
Yes.
Never talked about what there happened with that, right?
Yes.
Suddenly your skin is bursting,
Hmm.
and a whole grown alien is just bursting out of that skin. What has been Salvia before.
Oh.
You can't turn around now and kill Lady Loki, or you just can start skimming and roaming and just killing other people, trying to find them. But now you're back in that grotesque reality, what you thought was the grotesque reality, but it really hasn't been.
Hmm.
You're now in reality. See true reality now. And that is where we end. You wanted the alien story. So this is
I wanted the Armageddon.
this is a pen and paper, and this is like the ground rules of D&D. You had the option. You had the option to being attacked by a broken robot.
Oh.
And then that robot would have disclaimed you that you're infested with alien, and that's as well why the rats were hissing at you, because the humans were trying to fight you in the real world. And to them it seemed that you have been kidnapping Lady Loki.
Oh.
And you just tricked her in thinking that you are a friend of her.
Oh.
But something messed with your memory. What that something is, that's up to your imagination. And Lady Loki would have died probably as well, because she got attacked by those humans as well, by accident more than what was really trying to attack her. Right? She didn't really got attacked by those rats in the first place, but only after she got away from Salvia, she got attacked, and that is basically why or that is basically because she had the distance, and she still stood with Salvia, and at that point people thought, okay, she certainly is in complot with that alien, if she's not an alien herself. And that's why they've poisoned you, and that's why that happened.
Oh.
But this is just why things happen. The second encounter that people could choose was someone from the government would have been there, and then this whole thing would have taken way longer. The third option for the first encounter would have been a friend from Loki's past, from Lady Loki's past, would have turned up and would have made her realize that she's living in like some bizarre, not real world in her head right now. And the fourth option was the Rat Pack. And these has been the encounters. And what have we learned today? We've learned about the AC, the armor class. We've learned that basically anything you roll is always related, at least in the beginning, to a d20. At least one d20 is always to be rolled in Dungeons & Dragons. We've learned that there are hit points. I've called them life points right now. That's varying from Dungeon Master to Dungeon Master. We've learned that there are abilities that one may learn. Usually you do learn that by level up, or you do learn that like right at the character creation. And usually it's a little bit more complex than what we did right now, but I didn't think that would be a good entry session for that. And then we've learned as well that did play it seriously. We've learned as well that there are different kinds of dice that you can roll. There's not only the d20, there's a d4 as well, looking in real life like that. Basically a triangle shape. There's like a d6, the standard die that we all know from various board games. There's a d100. There's all sorts of dice that you could roll in this kind of game. And we have learned as well that there are character traits that characters will bind themselves to make it more interesting. So they have to interact with certain people, with certain authorities, or certain objects in a certain way. For example, a character trait could be that you are suffering from kleptomancy. So you have to steal whenever it's possible. Even if it's like a very high-ranked person, you would have to steal then. Or that you will always help a person, no matter what. These can be character traits. Space politics Deutschland. We have learned that the characters can carry items, like the infobot cable, and we have learned that there are conditions to characters, though poison does work different in Dungeons & Dragons as we have it right now. I know that, and that has just been for the narrative here. And we have learned that those abilities that you have can be used certain amounts of times a day, and not infinitely. Not all of them. And we have learned as well that you have to be precise in asking your DM what you want, because you will get whatever the interpretation of the Dungeon Master is of what you're saying. And we've learned as well that the Dungeon Master has to be fairly precise as well in return. And we've learned about the combat order, we've learned about the initiative roll, what that is, we've learned about critical rolls, we've learned about advantage. The same is true for disadvantage. You will roll two d20 as usual, but you would take the lower value of both d20s that you're rolling. Usually in Dungeons & Dragons, that's now to my chat, the difference in D&D is usually for poison that you would roll a die on the damage, or it would not carry out of, unless the spell is saying, it would not carry out of combat. Although I tend to bend the rules there sometimes. We've learned as well that any setting is possible.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Even with the Dungeons and Dragons role set.
Some
Yep.
alien stuff.
Some
Yay,
alien stuff.
Space station.
How was it? Did you
Funny.
like it? Do you want to repeat
Yes.
it?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, absolutely. It was so funny. And just a noob, but it was so funny.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's literally the main goal of this here, to get people hooked, to make them want to play the game, because I think it's a fantastic game. It's an awesome game, and I try to take the anxiety of people that this game is like very complicated or something, because it doesn't have to be. If you have a dungeon master who boils it down to the bare necessities, as we just did, then it can be fairly easy.
But I think with more people, it would be more funnier.
Yes.
Yes, but as I said yesterday in yesterday's stream, I will not have more than 4 people in a group,
Yeah, yeah.
because it gets really exhausting for me to concentrate on more than 4 people, because I want to give spotlight on every person as much as possible.
Mm.
So I had like a bad feeling for having like first 45 minutes basically just interacting with Sage. That was a little bit because you didn't know how it worked as well, Alexa, but that's fine. That's totally fine. I still had like a bad, I felt bad about it, because I do believe that everyone wants to have their like spotlight moments, and if it's more than 4 people, especially if it's just 3 hours, it's really hard to do.
I think interacting with other people, it is easier when interacting alone.
Yep. So, but usually in Dungeons and Dragons, you will interact with your own group, but that is more side stuff, and then you will interact with NPCs. So you could have done something like, I'm looking for the next person and I'm asking random stuff. You literally could have just gone and I think I've described that there are like 2 people down the left of the hallway, right in the beginning, right? When you got out of the bathroom, I said like, to the left you would have had like people to talk to, and to the right there would have been people to talk to as well. I just said there's just standing around there scattered. I didn't say you couldn't interact with them. So that is in the realm of possibility.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, still ended delicious.
The question is now, would the alien get drunk of the rest alcohol within the body of Alexa? Well, not of Alexa, of Lady Loki. That's certainly a question. Yeah, but if we want to do that more frequently, I would certainly need people to check the chat in my stream. Because I definitely can't do that. Lady Loki uses infinite gauntlet. It's very effective. Nothing happens. Because it was just a toy.
That would be funny.
I can check the chat. I don't know if I want to. You're sometimes a little bit trolly. We know that.
More troll than me.
Yeah. Trust me. If he starts to troll, boy. Oh boy.
I've got the phallus infection.
For everyone who's interested, let me make a screen share of that one. There we go. That is basically what
Oh boy.
what I've been noting down while we've been playing. So I've been keeping track of your characters. I've been keep of your life points, and that's why I had to sometimes just take a break, right?
That's
Why I couldn't like be always talking, and why it sometimes just took a little while. Oh, I can make it a little larger now. There you go.
So small.
We can
Yeah, it's-
read that.
There we go.
Ah, yes.
That's way better.
Good. That's
Better.
good.
And we'll get even. There we go.
Metal bar. Technique to lie.
Yeah, I do keep
I don't
track
get
of that
any
as well.
technique.
Yeah, you had that one. You could have inspired Sage basically to just kill all the rats, and you could have lied down.
Yeah.
That was in the realm of possibilities. You could have just used your technique.
That's right.
So that's why I had those counters here. Those are the encounters
HP.
that we have been planned. That was just info for me, so I keep track of what I'm actually saying.
You forgot the time.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we started at
6 a.m.
although we've even started at 5 technically, and
Oh my God.
and then it went on to like we had a timestamp at 8 where we've been in the in the bar, and then half an hour later, I've mentioned that we've been starting our journey to the trash dump,
Ah,
and then from there on everything
Trash.
escalated. And that's the mapping basically.
And then
You would have
escalate.
had technically 3 more floors to discover, 4 more floors to discover, and all that kind of stuff.
I discovered the spa area.
Yep, pretty much.
And it was good.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Empty bar. Yeah.
Empty bar.
There we go.
yeah, exactly. That's what I do.
Very short session, only possible if characters have a clear goal. Well, we actually didn't have a clear goal here. I just went with whatever has been said, and whatever preference I knew the player would have. That is why it was way easier for me to bait Sage into things than with Alexa. As well, because I know that Sage has some background to D&D, at least having watched it before, and knowing the basic idea. And I know that he's been playing a role-playing game on a role-playing server, so I know what standards I can expect, at least from him. So that is why I knew I could just throw him into things. But for the next time, I know now that Alexa knows more, and that we could have more creepy fun things and mysterious things and all that sorts happen to her as well.
Yes.
Yeah, we have another play, yes.
Yes, please.
I mean, Gensha has
Yes.
been already saying that he wants to play with us.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we may have one more player, but I'm really not sure if we want to, or if I want to. I know that you want to, and probably both of you would like to have like a group of 6 people or something like that. But that would be
Four
really
people.
difficult.
Yeah.
I speak at
But then-
English.
Okay.
Not Yuzuka is like, I want to attend, I want to attend, I want to attend, I want to attend, I want to attend. Yeah, he's one of my former plays, as I mentioned in the beginning. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like that format and if you like that, please go over to YouTube and leave a thumbs up and leave a comment as well, to just help me out to realize whether you like what I do. and then we may have a prepared round next time. Maybe not, we will see. But that's been today's stream, and I'll be ending here on a good note. Just continue on the boat. That's true. That will wrap up today's stream. There will be no streams next week. There will be no streams next week because I'll be on vacation. Well, at least in the realm of possibilities with Corona right now. I will end the stream again. And now, I hope you enjoyed it. My brain is fried now. I'm happy that it went all so well and that you liked it. Thanks for being a part of that. Thanks for participating, Sage and Alexa. Thanks for being, thanks to everyone who's been active in chat and is still active in chat. I really enjoyed that, what's happening right here. I really enjoy that you're so active in chat. I'm so happy about that. Yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah, in 2 weeks. Yeah, have a great evening. Have a great morning. Have a great afternoon. Have a great lunchtime. Have a great dinner time. Wherever you are, whenever you are. Again, please leave a comment and a thumbs up on the YouTube VOD. And enjoy yourselves till in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.